Hi, welcome to India Echo. I'm Namrata and you're watching the Aadmi review. Today I'm going to dissect Judgementall Hai Kya. So the movie Judgementall Hai Kya is what happens when sanity, insanity and perception meet at a bar and form a relationship of empathy. This movie reminds me of that Tim Burton quote, "One person's craziness is another person's reality." And this is exactly how the film was, because we were the disbelieving crazy ones living in Bobby's very colorful reality. So Bobby, the protagonist, is played by Kangana Ranaut, and this character is almost unusual, because she has her edges, she has her quirks, she has an entire world within her own mind, and this character is so unique and refreshing to see on screen, to see in a Bollywood film. Bobby, played by Kangana Ranaut, leads the narrative of the film. She has acute psychosis and a dissociative personality disorder. That means that she has the habit of blending her imagination and reality, and sometimes doesn't know where the fine line is. So she works as a dubbing artist for B films, and sometimes the characters that she plays, she almost imagines them in reality. So she dresses up as them, she photoshops herself as those characters, and we begin to see an almost uncomfortable presence of her on screen, because she leaves us feeling like, okay, is she okay? This is not something right. All of this is just her characterization, and it's something very, very different. But it takes a very dark turn with the introduction of our male protagonist, Keshav. So Keshav is her tenant who moves into the house next to hers with his wife, and that's the first time when we see a little like an additional emotional change within her. We see that she begins to feel attracted to this guy, but Bobby is a kind of character who suffers from a trauma because of whatever childhood trauma she's been through, and that kind of plays into every decision that she makes ever in her life in general. So she has this fear of letting anyone within her, she has a personal boundaries, and she's very particular about that. So the way the script is written, coming to the script, the way the script is written, Kanika Dillon has done a brilliant job. The script demands for the entire narrative to be led by Bobby's imagination. And Bobby's not a very reliable source of narration, because like I said, her imagination and the reality are completely mixed. You don't see the fine line in between. And added to this very complex mix of emotions is the complexity of the fact that there's a murder. This is, after all, a murder mystery, right? And then, since it's being narrated by her, now we don't know who the culprit is, because she says that Keshav is the one who murders her. But Keshav says that Bobby is not right in the head, so why would you trust her? And that's how the whole film goes, with Keshav and the police and the audience ourselves doubting Bobby at everything that she says, because she seems almost like she's making everything up. But we know that Keshav is not entirely innocent. We see that in the trailer, and if you watch the movie, you'll see it then too. Because every single time you see Keshav interacting with Bobby, interacting with his wife, you find there's something odd, there's something off about him. And this is delved deeper as we keep watching the film, because the second half begins and we see a complete displacement of Bobby from her house and her safe spot into because the characters go to London, and one thing leads to the other, and we constantly doubt her. In fact, she doubts herself, because she has this conviction within herself that she is right, but people make her doubt herself. I don't want to spoil it too much, I'm not giving you a lot of details, but bottom line is that the script is so unique and almost absurd. There are moments of absurdism in the film that you just don't expect from a Bollywood film, and it's brilliant. And this is supported by great music, great cinematography. Every single mood that is in the film is depicted in the terms of lights. So you have neon lights, and you have harsh, almost psychedelic vibe going on, but it's also contrasted with, you know, like light, air, clean, ventilated spaces when the scene requires for it. And yeah, like I actually really want to tell this right now. I need to watch this film again because I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. The movie itself is like this layered narrative, complex narrative, because you see it once, you're like, what did I just watch? And then you think about it and you introspect, and it's the kind of movie that you will have questions about even 3 days after watching the film, because you realize, okay, wait, this dialogue could have meant so much more. Like I'm sure that, like, it's so deep that you realize that it's not just entertainment, or it's not just this murder mystery and this like whodunit. It's actually like dark, twisted, and crazy. So that's my dissection of Judgementall Hai Kya. And I hope you like the film and watch it, and let us know what you feel about the film in the comments. If you like this video, please comment, share, and subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for more such interesting videos on films and entertainment.